Making a difference. Only here on V81 Radio, South Manila.
Okay, now we're back. Before the break, I got to talk to the other officers of Kids for Kids, and they talked about their current projects and their future plans for Kids for Kids. This is really, honestly, like I have no words. I personally am super inspired and um, super nakakatuwa in Tagalog. Super nakakatuwa to see these young youth really working super hard to really make a difference because they really believe in the advocacy. So you could see it. Their faces just light up every time they talk about it. So it's really nice to hear. So I wanna call all of them back. So we have Bella and Tasha. They're the co-founders. We also have Annika, Gino, Daniela, and Regina. Okay, there's everyone. We are a full house today. Actually, this is the first time that I have six guests, and this is the first time na full yung screen ko. But anyways, first of all, I just wanna thank each one of you for coming to the show and talking about Kids for Kids. And I just wanna say, you so far you guys are doing really really well. So I hope you keep up the good work. Which again, as I mentioned a while ago, I see that Kids for Kids will go very far. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. See, I'm like 5 years younger. I'm not joking. Okay, so now let's get to know the people, the officers behind Kids for Kids. So I want to ask each one of you. Actually, okay, before the major question, how old are you guys? Maybe we can start with Annika.
Okay, I'm 19.
19. Okay, Daniela.
I'm 17.
She's the youngest. Okay, she's the youngest at the interview. You're like younger than my younger sister. Because my younger sister. Okay, how about you, Gino? How old are you?
I'm 20, turning 21.
Okay, turning 21. Tap and
I don't know. If I
I just turned 19. I'm
Okay.
20.
20. And Regina?
I'm 20 also.
Okay, so there, see, they're the younger generation of the youth. Actually, you're the first organization or the first group of guests that I interviewed who are younger than me. Because usually, so far, yeah, so far, and you're my episode 10, so which is great. So yun, because I've been interviewing people who are my age or a bit older, so I wanted to really also target the younger generation because in the law, actually, when you say youth or the kabataan, it ranges from ages 15 up to 30. So it's a
Yeah.
Oh,
yes. So
I didn't know that.
yeah, there you go. So now you know.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to also interview Sana, a younger generation, and I'm so happy I found Kids for Kids. Okay, so my question is, now we know their ages, so it ranges from 17 up to 20. Um, starting, probably like starting your own organization or being an officer of this organization at such a young age. Maybe you could give like your experiences and maybe advice also to those who wanna also maybe start their own organization or be an officer for an organization. What can you say? So again, let's start. Okay, no, let's start with Tasha and Bella since they're the co-founders of Kids for Kids.
Okay, so I guess, well, me and Tasha always say that this entire organization thing is really a learning process. Because up till now, we're still learning how to kind of go about kind of working together in terms of like kind of keeping 800 of our volunteers active, and like thinking of all like these different initiatives in order to keep the ball rolling with everything. So I guess as leaders or as officers of an organization, um it really, I guess, it really depends on who you work with, because for me, like I get empowered by my team, like the people I work with, like their work ethic and how like they're very efficient. So we're really a work in progress, but then we are able to fix ourselves and get organized based on each other's um energy in a way. For me naman, I think it's actually really easy to start an organization. I mean, like everyone, like what we noticed over the break is that there are so many different organizations that ended up like popping out of nowhere. And because it is like nowadays you have social media, you can just make an Instagram account, get a bunch of friends, and then post on it. But I feel like there's a different take when you talk about sustainability, and that's what Kids for Kids and Tayo and everything we do is all for that. And I think that's why we kind of make sure that everything that we do is also sustainable in its own way. So even as a team, like we're such a diverse group, and that's what kind of makes it work. Because not all of us are like being different ages also allows so many different perspectives. It really balances everything Yeah. out in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And then like all kinds of interests also works. Because if all of us we all just suck at math, then that like there's a missing link there. So what we like about like having a youth organization is everyone's still in the midst of discovering what they like and their different passions, and being with a diverse group of people really helps in motivating also other people to kind of get involved, no matter how young you are, how old you are. But it's everyone just doing the same thing, even if you all have different passions.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing, Tasha and Bella. I'm sorry. So I really don't know what to say, because I'm just really so happy right now. Hearing these words coming from you guys. So thank you for sharing. Maybe we can have Daniela next.
Okay, so I feel like my advice would be to start small, but before starting, understand yourself first. I feel like it's really important that you, when making a change, you have to understand how you can make that change in the first place. So that's knowing your strengths, knowing what you're passionate about, knowing what you aren't passionate about, and like knowing what you aren't good at, so that you know already how you can come into the game, how you can be different, and how you can make a change that's specific to yourself and that works to your advantage. And start small, because you can't come into something new starting with something so big. As Bella said, it's a learning process. So by starting small, you're gonna get to know the basics first, and then you can work your way up into creating something bigger. Like our organization has been running for 5 years, I think. And in the 5 years, we gained like 800 volunteers, right? But that took a while, and it took a lot of effort, and we started small. So
And that came from the youngest. Yeah. Thank you so much. But I really agree naman din with Daniela. We all have to really start somewhere. And Kids for Kids, you guys started from somewhere. That's why, you are here today. Thank you so much, Daniela, for sharing.
Sure.
Okay. Anika, any words of advice?
So, short story lang kasi, I was one of the last ones to be part of the internals team. Like, I started off as a volunteer, just a volunteer. So, my advice would really just to believe in yourself and to really just empower yourself as well, and surround yourself with people who believe in you too. Because I feel like that's the most important thing. Apart from knowing yourself, I mean, including knowing yourself and knowing how to make a change. You also need to have that sense of passion within you and want to do it. Like the drive needs to be there, and it's not something that people are just born with. I feel like people grow into that as well, and you can't do anything, you can't start anything if you don't believe in yourself first. So I feel like that's the best thing, as well as having people around you to support you with whatever you're doing. And even if you feel like you've been going so much, like it's important as well to like take breaks once in a while, and really like being there for the team and for other people, so that you can work like in the most efficient way and follow whatever it is you want to create. Change for.
Thank you so much, Annika, for sharing. Okay. Next we have Gino, the only boy here today.
Hello. Okay.
So
So while they were talking, I was thinking like I have like kind of 2 points like to share.
okay.
My first point of advice is like don't be afraid to fail. Like don't be afraid to do something just because you think you'll fail. Like honestly, like we've been doing this for 5 years, and there's no way that we could have like done everything perfectly. We I'd say maybe a solid half of our projects didn't go as planned. So, but this all really helped us like to get to the point we are now. Like such a big organization trying out like I'd say bigger things, right? And then my second piece of advice is always like stand up for yourself when you're spreading your advocacy. Because like oh my god, because like sometimes talking to like adults is like the hardest thing in the whole world. Like now it's not as hard because like we're 20 in our 20s now. But back when we were 18, oh my goodness, like sometimes they felt like the only thing we knew was like the answer to 1+1, dude. Like, and
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, but then like it's not like talking to you who's a news anchor that like could hold a solid conversation, you know. Like sometimes like talking to like older like generations, like they really undermine your value. And I think like being a change maker and passionate about your advocacy, like you really have to be able to like show other people that you're worth something. And like it's very important to know like your self-worth and the change you're making. So yan lang.
Thank you for sharing that. You know what? Like, exactly my point. I was what's this? When I was researching about you guys before we got to do the test broadcast, I was wondering, okay, if okay, short story, how I found out about Kids for Kids, it's because of my sister. My sister is friends with the cousin of Tasha and Bella. So I was like, okay, so if my sister knows the cousin, then they're probably in the same age group, right? And I was looking, I was looking at your social media and all that, and I was like, okay, they're really pretty, they're very active. And I was thinking, okay, so I'm guessing age yan ng sister ko. And true enough, here you are. And I would think to myself, okay, what was I doing? 17, well, okay, I was still in college, and I was also active naman. But at 13 or like at 15, I mean, honestly, like I didn't even think about putting up my own organization. So you really learn. You learn as you go. Yeah. So I agree with you. Okay, so last but not the least, we have Regina. So Regina, what are your thoughts or piece of advice that you could give?
Well, all my other my other co-officers or co-workers, if you will, already said everything that was already important. But I just wanted to add to everything, of course, besides what they said, which was I completely agree with each one, was how I think it's important to also start by having important conversations with your friends. Conversations that have substance and conversations that can really start with something that can actually make a change, because this is really where you'll be able to get ideas and learn more about people through their different passions. So I guess by really starting that conversation with a friend or anyone in general will really get you up to it and get you to start working on it. So yeah.
Another statement that I strongly believe in, I actually had a guest a couple of episodes ago. They're called 1 Million Lights. I'm not sure if you've heard of them. Oh, okay, yeah. So, baka you partner with them or I don't know.
Our cousin is 1 million lights as well. Yeah.
Who's your cousin?
Gabby ko.
Oh. Okay, no, I didn't interview that. But yeah, there. Okay, so same story. They started out friends one summer. They just wanted to go on this trip and like do basically just to do I don't know something. And then biglang it became 1 million lights. So there, and then same with my organization. We started out, well, no, we're all friends. Actually, a friend of mine asked me if I wanted to start my own organization. So it really helps if you talk with your friends about it, especially if you and your friends have the same advocacies or the same beliefs. So I
Exactly.
guess that's why you all
Yeah.
work together pretty well. So
Mhm.
thank you for sharing. All right. Um, I'm gonna give this time to you guys. Go ahead and plug what you need to plug, your programs, projects, social media accounts, so that the viewers can like follow you guys. So the floor is yours.
Fashion Bella, go.
Yeah.
So, if you want to stay updated with what we do in Kids for Kids, which is mainly empowering the youth of our nation, you can follow our Facebook, Kids for Kids Philippines. Our Instagram is at Kids for Kids PH, and you can also send us an email because we're always open to collaborations at kidsforkids@tayo.com.ph. And also, you can check out our website, Tayo, which kind of explains like basically the mother company, as Tasha mentioned earlier. So you can see what our little components do. So that's tayo.com.ph. And then for bioplastic bags, you can check us out in bioplastic bags PH, Retaso PH, and our newest initiative, Habilin, _Habilin on Instagram. And then our also mother company has an Instagram. Tayo.com.ph on Instagram. So yeah, we have a lot of components, but then I mean if you follow one, you can see all of them as well. So it's just gonna lead you to the next one. But yeah.
Okay. And okay, I will also get that list from you. I'll also help share. I'll also share it on
Thank
the
you.
Thank you so much.
yeah. So also to the viewers, if ever you're interested to help Kids for Kids, again, they're very open to collaborations. You heard that they've collaborated with UNICEF, WWF, and all of that. So go ahead, feel free to message them. I'll be sharing their social media accounts on this Facebook page. So any last words or shout out maybe like
I think we're good. We're just so happy that you could have us here. Like, thank you
Yeah,
so much
thank
for
you so much for
inviting us
having
again.
us.
Thank you so
much.
much.
So
Yeah,
much.
it's the first time we're a lot.
Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun.
Okay.
We love being complete. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Thank you also. Thank you for accepting my invitation. And I hope I could meet you guys in person after
Yeah.
all of this, and we could get to talk more. But again, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed today's episode as much as I did. Again, I feel
Definitely.
longer. Yeah, but thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you as well.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Thanks, Erika.
All right. So there you go. That ends today's episode. I'm actually I'm pretty exhausted from talking to them. Parang they have so much energy, the younger generation. They just give out so much energy, and they got a lot of my energy today. So again, it's really just so inspiring to see the younger generation and the older generation really make a difference, because yes, we are the future of the country, future. Yeah. So basically there. All right. I have a list. Okay, I always have a shout out list. But I just want to shout out to TJ Malvar. He was a guest a few episodes back. He now has a platform. He sells um, vegetables online. It's called Gising. So just check that out. I have the link on my Facebook page. So you could check that out. And I just want to say hi to my friend Andrea Zubiri, Tita Patty Helado. Thank you for watching all my episodes. Super grateful for the support. And of course, I saw your comment down there, best friend Trish Penson. Thank you so much for supporting me in everything that I do, girl. You are the best friend. Okay, and I want to say congratulations to our newest anchor. Her name is Ali Ambray. Again, another friend of mine. Her show is called Beauty in a Box. Her show is actually just right before my show. So every Saturday at 1 p.m. So she talks about everything beauty related. So beauty, lifestyle, all the kaartehan, you'll find her talking about that. So congratulations, Aliyah, and I'm so happy that you are officially part of the V81 Radio family. Okay, another shout out that I want to do. I want to say hi to Raisa Barcelona and Mika Botial. So they were my episode 8. They actually sent me honey. See, okay, super. That's too bright, but anyways. Okay. So yeah, they sent me honey. This is from their Making a Difference market. So this is 100% organic. This came from because they partner with the Aita community. So this came from them, according to the bottle. It came from the mountains of Bataan and Rizal. So they help the community by teaching them how to process all of this, and then they sell it on Mad Market. So that's Making a Difference Market. Yes, we have the same name, but we are not in any way associated. But I did interview them. So again, if you want to check that out, that is episode 8. And one sorry, I have so much shout outs. We have shows. Okay, we still have shows. After my show, we have another show at 6 p.m. So that's Madame Venus, and then we have another show at 9 p.m. Under Rainbow Society, and then tomorrow we also have more shows. So we have Startup Nation, we have Talk Shop Asia with Sir Rolly. We have Napalm, so that's alternative music with Sir Charlie and Sir Fards. And then, of course, we have Let's Chat with Tita Gracie. And the last show for tomorrow is Mustapaps. So there, again, please follow us on Facebook. Follow the show. That's Making a Difference. You can follow us also on V81 Radio. Check out our website. We're also on YouTube. And we're also on Instagram. So follow us. That's V81 Radio. And then, of course, the show, Making a Difference. Before I go, I just want to say Happy Father's Day, advance Happy Father's Day to all the fathers, and of course to my dad. There we go. I had this set up for my dad, but I just want to say Happy Father's Day to all the dads, and of course to my dad. Thank you for supporting me, supporting all of us, Mommy, Sophie, and Cheska. We're very, very, very blessed to have you as our dad. So I hope you enjoy your day tomorrow, and we love you so, so much. Mwah. And there you go. So that's the end of today's episode. I will see you again next week. So that's Saturday at 3 p.m. Guys, continue. We're still under GCQ. So please, please, please continue to practice social distancing. When you're out, wear your masks, practice proper hygiene, wash your hands. And of course, stay safe, everyone. I'll see you all. God bless and take care always. Bye.
The program for the millennials that will showcase young professionals' worth, aspirations, and successes in doing what they believe is right, progressive, and inclusive. Making a difference. Making a difference. Join them as they discover the path to self and societal fulfillment while making a difference. Hosted by empowered and cool millennial Erika Mison. Together with her cool millennials, they will be making a difference every Saturday, 3 p.m. Philippine time. Only here on V81 Radio, South Manila.